Heavy rain in Chattanooga on Tuesday made it the second wettest day on record for the city, in some cases making it hard to tell if vehicles were driving or floating down the highway. Good evening, and thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe. This video recorded here by one resident on Tuesday shows some vehicles moving at a crawl along I-24. You can see other vehicles left completely submerged by the flood. Officials said the widespread flash flooding led to at least 35 rescues across Hamilton County. Some rescues were made by civilians on the scene. Fox Chattanooga's Ray Collado spoke with a retired paramedic about his work to save one family from the rising floodwater.
We saw a man on top of his car, and then the next thing you see is two small framed women and a little baby girl, probably about 3 years old, standing on the concrete median.
Jerry Harvey says he served his community as a paramedic for over 20 years. And while he may be retired, he says those instincts don't go away.
I just couldn't even think about leaving that little girl and her mom out there and the other lady. I couldn't even consider that.
In this video, you can see the moment Harvey made a decision to get out of his car and help.
I couldn't tell you if the water was hot or cold, or if the only thing, my focus was completely on, the little girl.
It was right here on I-24 by Big Bryan Road where Harvey sprang into action. Hamilton County officials also ran a press conference today addressing the flash floods. They say their 911 call centers were overwhelmed from calls during the flash floods. County officials say while it may be easy to criticize those driving through the floods, they say this situation was unprecedented.
People think, how can you drive in water that deep? Well, last night was unique because they drove in the water thinking it was fine, but as they were driving slowly through it, it rose. It rose maybe 2 feet by the time they went 100 yards. So everybody may be criticizing what they did. We all know to turn around, not drown, but when you look at it and it's 2 inches deep and the next thing you know it's 4 feet deep, that's something you've never seen before.
County officials say while the damages were less than they expected it to be, they can confirm at least 4 people died because of the flash flooding. Harvey says it was a no-brainer for him to help, but he urges anyone who's untrained to not do what he did.
I always taught as a paramedic was that, a injured or a dead rescuer doesn't rescue anyone. And, so I think that's probably the biggest takeaway is, don't try to be a hero.
In Hamilton County, Ray Collado, Fox Chattanooga.
Hamilton County Mayor Weston Wamp says while devastating, the flood damage may not be as bad as they originally feared. Meantime, Hamilton County Office of Emergency Management Director Chris Adams says the county is also planning to seek financial assistance from the federal government.